Good evening and welcome along to English Park tonight in this Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup fixture between Ferrymead Bays in the navy blue and Halswell United in the all-white strip. Should be a interesting fixture with Ferrymead Bays sitting about fourth position in the Southern League and currently had a good Chatham Cup run that came to an end recently, and Halswell obviously in the New World Premiership this year, currently ranked 6th. So good underdog opportunity here for the Hawks. It'll be interesting to see how they go and test themselves against a team that's running pretty good at the moment in Ferrymead Bays. Just go through the two teams. With Ferrymead Bays, we've got in goal Ruben Harrison, number 2 Kosei Akawa, number 3 Callum Smith, number 4 Alex Meekham, number 5 Daniel Metherall, number 6 captain for the night Chris Murphy, number 12 James Lecomte, number 16 Jamie Barr, number 18 Caleb Palmer, number 19 Michael White, and number 20 Jackson Barella. Head coach there is Alan Walker. We're assisted by Oliver Hawkins and Oliver Schultz, with goalkeeper coach Andrew Rogers, physio Benjamin Horton, and team manager Sean Palmer. As we look at this young Halswell side, in goal Kyle Hodge, number 2 Connor Leith, captain for tonight young Josh McTurk, number 7 Samuel Thomas, number 10 James Price, number 12 Caden Prasad, number 14 Isaac Williams, number 15 Jeremy Martin, number 16 Ryan Navkas, number 17 Patrick Cameron, and number 13 Nick Williamson. Head coach there is Jay Young Lee, assisted by Jared Brown and Jared Navkas, physios Hamish Lang, team manager Paul Kelly. And in the middle tonight we've got Aaron Nottage, assisted by Ian Marshall and Michael Field. So an experienced line-up there to take charge of this fixture. It's a pretty chilly night out there. There's plenty of rugs over knees and hoods over heads. And we're underway. Halswell with the kick-off, heading towards the St Albans school end, and just keeping the ball for a few power out. No, they're not unable to keep it, and Ferrymead Bays are able to get straight onto the attack. And a shot in early has gone blazing wide from Michael White there. Bit of a loose pass, pounced on by Kosei Akawa, who drove into that top end of their 100-yard box, found a Michael White who was able to get his first shot off, but unfortunately wide for him. Decent nudge there from the keeper. Good flick on from the young Patrick Cameron. But here come Ferrymead Bays again. Immediately onto the attack. Hodge is able to come out and tidy that up. Plays the ball out through to Samuel Thomas. Gets safely back into. Comes down the line. And Cameron not able to keep the position there. And Daniel Metherall finds himself on the ball. Alex McCallum. Daniel Metherall. Experienced centre-back pairing. Might be playing a bit of a back three here. There's Metherall is able to move the ball back across to McCallum. Number 18, Caleb Palmer. Yeah, Bays have looked like they might have left a bit of experience on the bench as they look to give everybody a run. Not a great ball through there from Prasad there on the far left-hand side. And Metherall looks for the space. Nope, both teams a bit rusty at the moment. These long balls not reaching their targets. Looks like definitely the Bays lineup does look like a 3-4-1-2, I'd suggest maybe. Seen Chris Murphy, a very experienced player, dare say he might be the most experienced player in Canterbury football. He's played a lot of football and finds himself in the middle of the park for Bays today. We've seen him appear on the wider parts of the park at times, but back into his old centre midfield role. And it's Palmer who links up with Murphy. Murphy just encouraging a bit of patience from his players. Halswell sitting back into like two banks of four defensively there. Well structured at the moment. I think we'll need to keep that together. And good pressure in there from young Patrick Cameron. Callum Smith here on the left back, or left wide midfield role tonight. And it's McCallum to Murphy. Out to Metherall. Looks for that gap and he's threaded it through to Smith. Smith's trusty left foot squeezes it in there in their 6-yard box. Well taken by Hodge. Awkward little bounce. He's smothered it under pressure from Lecomte. A decent nudge there again from Hodge. He's got a good boot on him. I don't think there's any sort of wind or anything affecting the game tonight. It's pretty still out there. The crowd starting to fill up, getting a good, decent amount here. Looks like we might be busy in the coffee van tonight, keeping everybody warm. Good play in there from Leith, but the pass is a bit wayward. And Murphy's able to get it down the right-hand side for Bays. White's able to turn, able to create some... ask some questions of defence. There's a shot on target and it's in. It's a Kawa. Driven from the outside the 18-yard box. We're 5 minutes into it and we've got Ferrymead Bays who've got their first goal. Nice composure out there for White. Able to square it up. Akawa wasn't under much pressure. He's able to get it onto his favoured right foot and squeeze it inside that left-hand upright. And you'd have to say Alan Walker will be very pleased to see that from his young number 9. Not the start Halswell United would be after, but they've got to try to find what can happen with these sides that are playing in different divisions. The speed of the game and can be a wee bit more than they used to. Halswell playing the ball well through here. Nice play from Samuel Thomas just to redirect it. Oh, late call there from Nottage. This could maybe look at a set play. I've seen a few Halswell favourable results from set plays this year. I know Nick Williamson has been on the spends a bit of time working on his delivery. Could be looking to ask a few questions of keeper Ruben Harrison here. He's put it in a great spot there, but it's well defended so far from Ferrymead Bays. Smith puts the ball forward, but Williamson's recovered well. Shouts of handball, but Michael White was able to get his chest on that one. Ball's out to Smith, back into Murphy as they work the ball across just inside their own half. Ferrymead Bays. There's plenty of options above him. Murphy just invited to have the ball under next to no pressure. Bit of a wayward pass there. Restart from a throw-in from Smith. Into Mitherall. Out to Murphy. I have a feeling we might be seeing quite a bit of this sort of play from Ferrymead base tonight. Composed, patient play. Using the back three with Murphy sitting just on top of them. And Halswell just employing their one front player up front at the moment. Slowing the play down, keeping a good structure. They've got set up into a back five at the moment, but Prasad looking to do a bit of Jeremy Martin, I should say, doing a bit of leg work in the middle field there for Halswell. And here they come down the right hand side, it's squeezed in. Nice work from Williams there to get position back. Play disrupted by Murphy again. Out to Mitherall, into Smith. This is quicker ball play coming in from Ferrymead base here as they move the ball down that right hand side, but that last pass just wasn't good enough. But they'll get to restart from the sideline. Mitherall. Back to Palmer, into Murphy, into McLean, all the way back to Harrison for his first touch. Going to be plenty of miles to cover here for the front view of Halswell. With this deep play from the team in position at the moment, Ferrymead Bays giving themselves plenty of room, spreading the field out. Nice ball into Akawa. Smith puts a delicious ball into White. White moved it out to the right hand side, back into Murphy. As Ferrymead consider an attack. Taki was on the ball, put it through to White. White squeezes it back, unable to connect with his fellow striker Lecomte. And Murphy's on the ball here. Will he ever crack? No, just patient at the moment. Well, there was a good effort there from Ferrymead Bays as they got Michael White in behind the back four with a nice little pass from Akiwa, but the ball back inside didn't make it smart. And Mitherall tips forward to Lecomte. Lecomte moving the ball through to Murphy. He won't mind a shot from range if he's given the time and space. Big ball in. Lecomte's a free header in there. It's jammed it against the upright Hodge. A tidy little header there. It didn't have a lot of pace on it, but it had good direction and really tested the keeper as it hit. So he might have just pushed it onto the upright. And we'll see our first corner for Ferrymead Bays tonight. Looks like there's a bit of organisation here. They've got two in the 6-yard box, and that's where the ball's headed. Lecomte trying the cheeky little flick on, but to no avail. And it's Leith able to retain position after having a look down the line. And White doing well there to regain position for Ferrymead. Ball goes to Palmer. Back into Murphy, looks forward. It's a ball onto, looks like Smith has stayed high and central after that corner. Oh, great little run and ball in, but McTurk's up for the challenge just to get the ball under control and out. And it's well out too. It's in the made its way into the collection of goals there in the corner here at English Park. Well, it was a good phase of play there with without any need for Nottage to get involved, but he's called on there as those two players came together a wee bit clumsily. And here comes a set play that is going to challenge the young Halswell defensive unit here. Plenty of players have taken a spot in. We've got a left hand and swinging ball here. I think this will be Smith, if possibly. It's gone in far, and it's a free header for Metherall. But he just wasn't able to get the full forehead on that one. Daniel Metherall been playing at Christ College. Before that was a Halswell junior, coached by his dad Roger, who's here tonight, all well rugged up, I see. A couple of headers, one in there by Halswell. A keyword trying to do something special, nothing coming off for him. Patrick Cameron seems to be the focus of most of the attacks at the moment, and the throw-in doesn't reach him. It's into Akiwa. Lecomte, fortunate drive back into Murphy. Resettles, gives direction. So it looks like he was asking for the ball movement just to speed up a bit from his team. Smith. Just a strange pass through there. McCallum into Palmer. Palmer can't get his pass to Smith, but he does now. A keyword just dropped a wee bit deeper into that centre midfield role, and the ball spilled out to Murphy. A driving run with a poor pass there from McLean. And White not able to catch up with that quick throw from Murphy, who's trying to escalate the pace of the game out there, trying to influence things. Always talking to the players around him. I'd say he probably played about 400 games at this level over the years. And he's definitely been involved in coaching some junior football, so a man that thinks the game and plays the game with a lot of passion. Same goes for the Halswell captain, young Josh McTurk. He's coaching the under-13s at Halswell, so he's well involved at the club. Does a lot of great work there. He's come up through the grades, a Lincoln High School player. And Ferrymead not able to play their way out of that. So I think Halswell will look to need to try to get a few passes together here, maybe if they can press Bays a bit higher, but that can create some space, and it's Michael White who's found himself out there on the right again. Driven the ball, and Lecomte's not able to meet it. McTurk clears the ball for his team. And we'll restart the ball back with the back three of Ferrymead Bays. There's just a look in there from number 16, Jamie Barr. to playing in the central of the centre of the back three there. Yeah, Jamie Barrs just debuted last week against Kashmir Technical in their recent fixture where I saw a 1-1 draw, I think it was. Ferrymead Bays before that, managing to tip up more fancied Christchurch United in the Chatham Cup in a week or so ago. So be happy with their cup form. It was a 3-2 victory there, extra time victory for Ferrymead Bays, and then going close against competition perennial favourites Kashmir Technical with a 1-1 draw. So you'd have to say that Ferrymead Bays are enjoying a bit of form at the moment. Halls United had a break over the weekend. It was all cup football, and their last victory came against Burwood. 2-0 victory there in their last competitive fixture. They're already more than happy with that. As McLean searches the ball, flies the ball forward. Overlapping run here from Ferrymead Bays down this right-hand side. So they work the ball, keeping the ball off Halswell at the moment into spaces. Halswell just sort of sitting back, pressing the ball. Murphy moves the ball across, makes it all the way out to Smith here. He's got a dangerous left foot. He's into Lecomte, tries a turn, but it's a bit tight in there. Back into Murphy. And it's a searching ball in. But the Halswell defence is up for it, but a bit of wayward clearance. Akawa's on the ball, but it's on his left foot. Smith, Turkiwa, nice tight play in here from Bays, but all that last pass from White, able to be cleared for the moment. As a searching ball through, Hodge has done well there, and he had to come. Clever little turn in there, Tess Smitherall, but unfortunately Cameron just leaving the ball behind this time. Smith tries to find the ball through, but Samuel Thomas is in the way. Ball's into Murphy on the halfway line. Goes out to McCullum. Oh, that was a piercing ball, but it missed its target of Akiwa. The defence is strong enough to put it out for a corner. Tell you what, the referees are looking resplendent today in their bright orange, bright yellow attire. Sponsored by Sprig and Fern, I understand. I popped in there for a lovely fish supper this before the game tonight. It was outstanding. The referees haven't had to, and linesmen haven't been called into too many moments so far in the game. It's flying well, and here we go for a corner, left-footed one, swings in onto the 6-yard box. It's flying around in there, and it's a Kiwi who's going to drive it back in. It's spilled back out, and it looks like we might have resulted in another corner. Yes, we have. There's a bit of desperate defence there. Now look to Callum Smith to swing this one back into another similar dangerous area. He's gone short this time to Lecomte. Puts it back out, but the second delivery's not up to standard. And here come Halswell. See if they can load something in from this position. It's A handball there. There's the ball from James Price, just got a bit high. Found the arm of I think that was Samuel Thomas who had made the run forward. In the back three, play around, playing the ball from left to right, keeping that defence moving. And it's McCallum, he's under pressure straight away, but he's able to dance through into one, but just about got himself into trouble. Good pressure in there from Cameron. It's working hard in there for the Hawks. Connor Leith. It's just a throw, but ball's into Kiwa. Back into Murphy. Clever little play in there from him. Lecompte's got on the ball. Can he turn? He can, and he's moved the ball out to that right-hand side where they've had some success, but Williamson there charging in, getting position. Can he retain it? He can. Had to go all the way back. So try to work that ball down that left-hand side, but that last pass just unable to, from Williamson, unable to find its mark. Pearce just out-muscled in there. James Price playing a bit of futsal in the Premier League, Hamner Springs Premier League over the summer. Pretty decent on the small court. And it's dangerous run in there, has been pulled up by referee Nottage. This could give Halswell a wee opportunity. They're going to move a few forward, look to right footed delivery, swinging in on Harrison, give him some issues here. And it's swung in low, and it's Harrison's not able to grab it, and Halswell will have their first corner. Whipped in there, and nice and low. Safest thing there for Harrison to do was just put it over the bar. We'll see his left-footed corner in here from Williamson. Shaw's all get in. Just got a judge to get a hand on it there, I think. Jeremy Martin, as the ball spilt out to him, wasn't able to get it onto his chest. They're all back into bar. Off to Meeklam. They come down this right-hand side, threads the needle into White. The cover defences dived in. And didn't even get a touch on it. But there you go. He's gone out for a... We'll start with a Halswell throw-in. Martin trying to get the ball down as he hunts away in there. The ball's spilt out. It's made its way to Smith. Be looking to... Not used to being in there, but here comes... Well, that option there for Akawa was shut down pretty quickly. Good play in there. Nice play from Halswell here. Can they carry on? But the defence was back. Here's Smith, experienced player, used to play for AFC. Lecomte. Back into Murphy. Looks up, looks for runs, can't see any. Goes back to Meeklam. Meeklam back to Barr. To Metherall. Metherall head up. Found the free man, Akawa. You can drive forward, balls into Lecomte. He takes it round one. Doug McTurk's there to tidy things up as the touch was loose. And McTurk just opts for the sideline to relieve the pressure for his side. And well, it was close to a great ball in there from Caleb Palmer. Just a bit too high to find Michael White at the far post. And Kyle Hodge will get us underway on the goal kick. Nice play in there from Williams. Out to Williamson. That ball not able to find anybody. The ball's into Palmer. Palmer surged into a lot of space out here. The ball's into Smith. He'll get it onto his left. See if he can catch up with Lecomte. He can, but Lecomte can't find it back. The Kiwi's got the ball again from a similar range that he scored from, but he opts for the pass this time. White jinks inside one. Looking to get the ball. Goalwood. Of course, Michael White scored a few goals for Halls United in his day. I think I first saw him in a First Kicks Fun football strip out at the Nest. Yeah, he's back at Bays after having a spell at Christchurch United last year. Seems to be enjoying his football, which is good to see. Daniel Metherall, lucky to get away with that pass. It's Martin, back into McTurk. McTurk, back into Hodge. Hodge spreads it out. There's too much heat on that one. And Bays will start from the throw-in. Horsell again committing a lot of players to defence and not able to combat this retention play from Ferrymead. Smith swings it into the far post. Is it low enough? It's not. That's Williams. Settles the ball down. And Cameron tries to retain position under pressure, isn't able to. And it's Ferrymead Bays looking down that right side again. Ball's into Murphy. Keeping the ball away from the defenders. Metherall touches it into Palmer. Palmer, a bit of a loose touch. Gets the ball back into Barr. Here comes the pressure from Horsell. They keep stepping on. But Barr, that's opened up a gap, but that's closed down. There's a good surging run through the middle from Price, but it's not able to be found. And here come Bays. A few numbers forward. Lecomte's got it. Nice little flick in here. Well driven in. Great save. Still, the ball's still in, is it? No, we've found its way to a corner. And I think that was a key where, again, he was on the end of a classy little back heel there from Lecomte. He struck it well, but Hodge was up to the challenge and he parries it away for a corner. And forward come the big man of Ferrymead Bays. And it's Smith who's able to swing it into that 6-yard box, and McTurk doing well there, but it's only gone back out. Cute little play here from Smith. Drives it low. Callum Smith there. Nice little jink and play to get it set up a secondary opportunity off that corner play. And he delivers another corner into that 6-yard box. It's spilt out. Metherall goes chasing. Great ball in. But the Horsell defence was up for it. Price is under pressure. And yes, it was too much pressure. Judged Referee Nottage. Just a bit of a lean on the back there. And Hodges got forward, and there's a run forward from Samuel Thomas. But nowhere near the ball. Wasn't able to find him. And there's Alls United down the left-hand side. Price trying to link up with his midfield, but not able to. But here's Martin. Again, just possessed. Here's a Kiwa. Plenty of space in front of him. Moves the ball out, but Leith's up for the challenge there. And Murph goes in fighting for the ball, and he's got the better of it. McTurk's done well there, but his clearance is just that, unable to set anything up. And keeper Harrison's put the ball out so Thomas can receive some attention. I'll just remind you, we've got a Facebook group going for cup comments. So if you go to the Facebook page, you can slide in any comments you've got on this game. If you're at home watching and you want to let us know what you think, we'll give you a shout out, and I'd love to hear your opinions of the game. You might be asking where those referees got those lovely new socks. Just caught a bit of a touch in there, Samuel Thomas. He's looked to get himself involved in the attack a couple of times. Shows a good bit of promise out there. And we'll restart from a throw-in. Looks like Leith's going to have to go forward and take this, as it is a Halswell throw. And to be Patrick Cameron, who just does the gentlemanly thing, throws it back into the Ferrymead Bay's keeper Ruben Harrison, who also wore a hawk on his chest at one stage. Played a lot of junior football for Ferrymead Bays, and came and played for a few seasons. Bowie Smith into Metherall. Spreads the ball well to McLean. Back into Barr. Barr touch and play. Look to go more direct, but he can't get it over Thomas. McTurk doing well in there just to disrupt the play. And here comes Martin. Ball's out. Ooh, Leith's under pressure here from the advancing Murphy. Done well. Turn outside, retain position. Smith's on the ball. Clipped it in, but can only find a Halswell player. And Metherall getting a foot in there. Oh. Good fight in there. Ooh, the ball just bobbled on keeper Hodge there, and he can just put it high and wide after that little touchback from McTurk. A good little bit of a little midfield nearly in there. Murphy trying to find White as he a dangerous ball in here from the Halswell defence. The ball's back into a Kiwi. He snaps it onto his right foot, but unfortunately can't gain the control he had earlier in the game. And that shot goes high and wide, which I'm sure he had different intentions for. You wouldn't like to see your wide backs there clearing the ball into the central midfield areas. You're really inviting and giving an opportunity to the attacking side there. And the whistle from Nottage goes off. We'll start from a free kick here for Halswell. Be Williamson's left foot here. Patrick Cameron's got a bit of height. He'll hopefully be able to get on the end of this one for his side. And it's only gone as far as Martin. Martin, a bit of a pirouette there. I'm sure it was all intentional. Just a bit of midfield trickery. But Lecomte's pounced on it and he's sent the ball through to wide. He's got a bit of work to do yet, but there Smith's driven in. And he's unable to get the ball through to Akiwa, who joined the front line. That's Mecklem through to White. White tries to find the overlapping runner there, whose number I can't read from this far away. McLean into White. Desperate efforts in there from the Halswell defence. Back into Barr. Out to Metherell. Immediately put under pressure. It's a bit of a wayward pass. Metherell doing well there. It's the ball into Palmer. Palmer's ball's going to be a testing one, but Martin on the ball, dispossessed by the more experienced Chris Murphy. And the Bay with got Akiwa moving forward again, and the ball's into Lecomte, who gets his head up. There's a crack from wideish areas inside the 18-yard area. Can't get it on target. Every time that young Kosai Akiwa is getting on the ball, he's creating trouble for that Halswell defence. He's really finding those lines in between, that space in between the front line and the midfield line and the defensive line for Halswell. Free head well controlled by Cameron. Dances inside a couple, tries to link up. Has he drawn the foul? Yes, he has. Drew Barr in there. As he tried to link up with the overlapping run from Leith. B. Williamson, hungry to take this one. Be looking for that corridor of uncertainty in between keeper and defensive line, and here you go, he clips it in. It's somewhere in there, and someone's hit the deck. There's a forlorn look up, but Nottage points straight to the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick. Harrison just taking his time. Comes out to Mither on this left-hand side. That's a Smith who takes the ball, looks forward. McTurk intercepts. Murphy pounces on a bit of a wayward pass there from McTurk. Settles things, restarts it into Palmer. Palmer going to move the ball out to the right-hand side. But he's not able to keep it there for the moment. But they'll restart through Barr. Palmer. Murphy. Turns, looks up, assesses the situation. Then goes safety. Halswell pressing on this one. Oh, Harrison getting away with one there as Cameron just turned his back a wee bit. I don't know if he could have done anything about it if he's watching. But here comes Bays. Michael White turning, finding Akiwa. Akiwa moves the ball out here to Smith. Smith settling the ball down. Unable to get the ball past Leith. Palmer advances on. Puts a lot of pressure on, and the ball will spill out for a Halswell throw. And we just advance a few metres here. Only a few more minutes left in this half. After a good early start from Ferrymead Bays, getting one early. They haven't been able to add to it, much to the credit of the Halswell United defence. And it's Isaac Williams who's unfortunately dispossessed there. Lecomte charging through, but Hodge read it well. Was able to cover his full area. Nice work in there from the keeper. Metherall sends it skyward. Leith pops it in. It's found its way to Murphy. He wants it back up in the air. So up it goes. Mistimes that challenge for the ball in the air, and here comes James Price. Assesses things. Out here to Thomas. Thomas draws the attention of Metherall. And Murphy shakes his head. Doesn't agree with the referee Nottage's decision there, but he's accepted it. Or maybe he just was a bit disappointed in himself of just getting caught there. And we'll see Nick Williamson's left foot in action again. He's asked for 10 this time. From this angle, you can't even see the goalkeeper, but there he is, hiding in behind the post. Williamson might fancy his chances here to hit the near post. No. And didn't get that, and he didn't get the right range or height in there to assist his fellow players. That one will have to be fetched from the car park later on. Harrison. Searching ball forward from Metherall, but it's not going to get past Leith. Smith to Palmer. Metherall. Back to Palmer. Out to Smith. There's a ball opportunity here to get it over McTurk, but he's up for it, but it's into Akiwa. Pushes one forward, but the cover defence is going to give the Ferrymead Bays attack another opportunity to put a corner in here. Just before half time, we'll be featuring on the watch of referee Nottage. And it's Akiwa who's come out to take this one. They're well set up by here, similar to last time, and this one's gone into the near post again. Lecomte tries a little flick, goes nowhere, and here's Smith on his left foot. He's driven it, all but put down by Hodge, but he went out and closed the angle on Metherall. And Metherall dunches round one, drives it into the 6-yard box, and we're going to have another corner as the clock ticks into this additional minutes of the first half. A couple of very dangerous balls in there, well dealt with by the Halswell defence. Hodge wasn't able to hold the first one, but got out and closed the second shot. And we'll see Smith here on the ball. Doesn't get it past the first man. And a couple of sharp blows on the whistle brings us to the end of this first half. This Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup quarter-final between Ferrymead Bays and Halswell United. Well, positives in there for both teams. Ferrymead Bays got themselves an early goal and dominated some possession, but Halswell were able to regroup and keep a good shape and kept Ferrymead Bays at bay for the remainder of the half. So there'll be plenty to chat about in the changing rooms. We'll see you back here at English Park in a few minutes' time. Welcome back to English Park here tonight. Well, there might be a couple of changes on the cards here. It's not as sorts it out. It's like Chris Whiteside coming on for Halswell, number 9. Been captain every now and again. I wonder why he's been starting from the bench, just to add something to the game. Not sure who he's replaced. Trying to find out for you. The Nottage gets us underway, sending the Bays kick off. Williamson under pressure straight away, but clears with the head, and Bays to retain position. Found out that referee Nottage sporting that magnificent mullet tonight. Well, not just tonight. He's had it growing for a wee while. It's all in the aid of a good cause. He's raising some money for prostate cancer. As the ball's in the box, and it's looks like Smith might have sent that one into the car park to spell out to him. But yes, Nottage is here. I think he's going to keep it going for till next year. So my goodness me, that mullet will grow to some sort of size in that time, I'm sure. But good on him, raising a bit of money there for prostate cancer. I'm not quite sure if you want to get involved in fundraising for it. We'll try to find out if there's a way you can donate some money there. And I'll get just back underway. All makes it all the way back to Harrison.
Keep moving, buddy. That's it. You're good.
And I think he's just calms things down. Ball into Bar. Clips it in. Ooh, Leith making a bit of a mistake there. Bays look to capitalise. And they'll get a chance from a corner. And it was Michael White there who was up there challenging. So Halswell trying to make sure that they've got everybody accounted for. A late move forward. Bays have got a fit pin in the box. It's right into the 6-yard box. Keeper punches the ball over the shoulder. The ball's in. Decent effort there. I think that might have been Daniel Metherell. Rockets it into a defender who's able to put it out. We'll have another corner coming in from that dark English Park corner into that 6-yard box. Well up from, looked like Cullum Smith. But he rode all over the coattails there of number 16, Ryan Navkas. I think we're going to start with oh no, he might have been just a bit of just checking if he was okay. That was a great opportunity, good header there from the Bays number 4. Alex Meeklem, and the ball went straight into Hodge's hands. What a great ball through, and Michael White takes a touch. Too many. Oh, and he squeezed the ball as he regathered it and snuck it under the legs of the frustrated Kyle Hodge as he looked skyward. Well, Jackson Barella there with a tasty little through ball. Michael White looked to like he might have made it a bit more complicated than he needed to. But with the striker instinct, he's able to put the ball straight between the legs of Kyle Hodge, and they get themselves 2 goals to the good Ferrymead Bays. What a way to start the half. The questions now be asked to this Halswell United. Can they create something here to come back and get themselves into this fixture? There's James Price who tried, and now it'll be Martin. Williamson. Murphy settles things down to Barella. Finds it all the way back to the keeper, Harrison. Harrison happy to go across the face of his goal to Metherell. Metherell sprays the ball out to Smith. Smith inside to Palmer, back into Metherell. Good pressure here from Halswell. Has got a bit of a sniff. They've got themselves on the ball and Metherell goes diving in here. It'll be Nottage reaching and showing a card that matches his shirt. And Metherell's touch there let him down and he goes diving in there and catches Samuel Thomas, I think it was, who managed to get a bit of pressure on the Bays defence as they tried to play the ball out. They're going to give themselves an opportunity here. Halswell, Williamson on the ball. The 50th minute. There's some movement in there from Whiteside. He'll be looking to get on the end of this after just coming on at half-time mark. It's clipped in. The header's not able to put the ball goalward. Murphy's got himself. It's the ball just run out. Williamson wants to get the ball past, but Palmer's there to. Bit of an exchange of pleasantries there between Palmer and Cameron. Looks like there's nothing in it, just a good contest. The Bays defence is split again just to give themselves this opportunity to play it out. Running out of support there, Smith. There's some bit of organisation needed out there. Looks like Murphy's going to take that on as captain. Reorganise his boys as he goes into it hard there though. And that wee free kick is just going to bring an opportunity here for Halswell to create another attacking play. These long balls in from Halswell haven't really challenged much as yet, but another opportunity. Near post not able to be flicked on, but the Halswell back in position. But here come Bays. Good, nice little overlapping run, skips through. And here's Whiteside on the ball. Plays the ball and gets forward. Cameron just laying it off, just a bit too square though. And Palmer's able to inject himself in there and block the ball into a Halswell player. Isaac Williams, who's used to be hungry, looking to get himself on the ball and create something in the first half. He'll look to continue that this half, I'm sure. Whiteside returns 1-2 in there with Williams. Cameron chasing through. Here's Jamie Barr. So we shout out to the LeCompte family, the LeCompte whānau from Dunedin. Thanks for the compliments there. I hope you're enjoying the game. Young fella's doing pretty well out there. What do we got going on here? An extra ball on the pitch. So we'll try to get ball Williamson. Ball gets, could be working for a corner, but well saved in there. And we'll restart from a throw in for Halswell. No one wants to get the ball for them. Hard to attract ball boys here out at this time of night. Everyone's got a pitch in. Williamson balls into Price. Price tries to spin. The cover defences there. And we've got another ball in the stands. Ferrymead base get to start this one. A bit of movement, but not enough. Bit of a poor touch there. Palmer's done well to squeeze his way out of there. Kiwi's got the ball in space in front of him again. Tries to put the ball out in front of Smith, but just putting a wee bit too much on it. That turns out to be an easy take there for Hodge. Tries to create a bit of tempo by getting the ball forward quickly. But none of the Halswell attack were up for that. And we'll settle back into a Ferrymead base holding pattern. Metherall. Ball dialing out to Smith. Smith walks the ball forward. Lecomte. Linesman flag gave a wee flutter there, but don't think he was off. Micklem. Balls into White. White out here to Barella, but wasn't accurate enough. And it looks like Halswell United are going to make another change. Looks like Samuel Thomas. No. Maybe Martin it is. Yep, Jeremy Martin, number 15. Most ball looks like, is that Danny Pellathorpe, I think. So Halls will bring on a couple more experienced players. The Halswell side's got a very young look about it. Guys who are working hard to establish themselves in the New World Premiership, get themselves experience, and no doubt over the years are trying to maybe work their way into the Southern League. Oh, it looks like a bit of experience here from Chris Whiteside. Has got himself a corner. Certainly from my advantage point up here in the Steve Stummer stand. It looked like it was a goal kick all over it, but Nottage didn't see it that way. And Halls will have another attacking opportunity, another set play opportunity. This game needs something to liven it up a wee bit. The Bays defence is strong enough. It's Lecomte who sends it forward. White goes looking for it, keeps the pressure on. And here comes Murphy. Got himself on the ball. White, the support, has got himself offside. Lecomte's come through, pushes the ball forward. But the defence has cut it out. We might see a bit of end-to-end action here. Yeah, Samuel Thomas not coming up, able to come up with the goods there. As the opportunity was to get it out here to Whiteside in a bit of space, but not accurate enough. And Ferrymead Bays will come again. Unsuccessfully. Pellathorpe put under pressure straight away from Lecomte. McTurk again just puts his boot through it. Wants to get his boys forward. Get them up the right end of the park. Create some pressure. Look for those opportunities, put pressure and create errors from the Ferrymead Bays while they're in position. Nice work in there from Barella. Just keeping position for his side. Out to Smith. Into Barella. Barella looks forward. Finds Smith. Smith's left foot. Drives it into the 6-yard box. Hodge had to be there. White was all over that one. If Hodge had even had a second thought. But Hodge came out well and claimed that one. Murphy just having a wee dance with Nottage there. But he's found himself back on the ball. Fortune favouring him. Leith clips the ball forward, finding Thomas. Thomas has got himself all caught up there. He might have cramped up. Something's gone wrong. It didn't look too tidy for the young fella. And he'll might need attention again. He's already been helped. The support's come on and that did not look good. I don't know what what he did there, but he'll receive some attention. And a big shout out to John Hickman, who's a long-time Hawk supporter. He's noticed Darren and Jason in the crowd. Give me a shout out. Johnny Hickman has seen a few English Cup fixtures in his time, a few Chatham Cup games as he supported Halswell. And it looks like we might have a couple of changes here for Ferrymead Bays. Liam Murray, another young Hawk who grew up playing at Halswell, but been at Bays for a few seasons now. Had a very good Chatham Cup game against Christchurch United, I understand. And number 11, Jinji Tagame. He freshly in from Japan, I believe, just a recent transfer. Might be his first game in Christchurch, out here in the number 11 shirt. So a right-hand side change for Ferrymead Bays from Alan Walker. Giving a couple of fellas an opportunity here. And it's Lecomte who's got the opportunity down in the left-hand corner. It's driven in. There's a toe in there from Halswell. A valuable one too. But the ball's come back to Murphy. Murphy looks down that left-hand side. Bit of good pressure in there. Cameron still running around. Plenty of energy, putting a lot of pressure on. Been doing it all day. And here's a welcome there from Williamson on Tagame. Oh, interesting ball in there from Harrison. And Murphy saw his opposite man go tumbling and just looked forlornly at Nottage, sensing the whistle coming there. And it'll be Williamson who'll move over to put an educated left foot on this. And it looks like Palathorpe might want this one. We'll have a wee conversation about it. McTurk's gone up. He sits in the far post. It's the right-footed Palathorpe who's in there, and it, that might have been Whiteside. It was. He's no stranger from scoring goals, but that one he just couldn't get over. It went goalward, but ended up on the roof of the net. They started again. Murphy through to Barr. Barr looks up, he's looking for Murray, but no, doesn't need him. Ball's gone into White. White into Tagame. Looks for the nutmeg on. And it's all a bit tight in there for Halswell United. Centre midfield, Isaac Williams. And he can't connect with any of his teammates. Murray. Ball goes in. And William Pearce has made his way on the park there. I didn't quite see that one happen, but William Pearce has been scoring a few goals for Ferrymead Bays recently. Definitely a good young player to watch. He gets things started in there and might cause a bit of a handful in there for the Halswell defence. He might have, I don't know, thought he might have replaced Akiwa, but Akiwa's still out there, so it's quite an attacking lineup in here for Ferrymead Bays at the moment. And Barr finds himself in a familiar position on the ball with plenty of time, looking forward. Finds Murphy. Out here to Murray. Murray back into Bar. Into Metherall. Murphy playing that central role. Finds the ball out to Murray. Murray into Game. Nice little touch. Connects up with Caleb Palmer there. Bar out to Metherall. Nice ball into Akiwa. Just the ball got away on him there and he wasn't able to connect up with those players ahead of him. The ball's into Smith. Smith into Pearce. Pearce well dealt with there by Price. But Pearce has got himself back on the ball. Works the ball across to Murphy. Murphy's drawn into a challenge. Works hard on the ball. And Price asked the question. Didn't think he'd done anything wrong there, but probably just missed the shoulder-to-shoulder challenge just slightly. And Murphy will restart here. Oh. Finds the right mark first. And he's asked for the 10. Pearce has got on the ball. I've seen this Will Pearce's name appear on the goal scorer's sheet a few times in the Southern League this year. He's tried to fire the ball through to Murphy, but Ballithorpe got on the way, but Murphy's squared it back in. And the header straight up in the air from White. Metherall's done well to get the ball back. And the assistant referee's flag goes up. We'll start with Ferrymead Bay's throw. I'll go back and restart. From this deep position. Ball's out to Murray here. It's his head up, has a look for those runs, and he sees one from White. Can White catch up with it? No, not enough grass there on this artificial pitch. Powerful play in there from Patrick Cameron, but can't quite just get by and find some space to work with. And it's Pearce who's pounced on this opportunity. To the ball, Murphy senses some space out there, wide on the left. Akiwa to Pearce. Pearce drives into the 6-yard box. Here it sits for Murphy. Murphy's got a great opportunity, but needs to chalk his cue, and he's swung that one. He might be thinking about that one as he's trying to roll his eyes back and get some sleep tonight. That really did present a great opportunity for the seasoned veteran. What? Oh, Ballithorpe putting everything in there. Nice work in there from Williams, just and McTurk able to get the ball back to Hodge. A little bit of a loose touch from Metherall, and here comes an opportunity here for a good cover defence from. Was that not a back pass? They're having a look, they're thinking about it. It was. Murray definitely passed that one back. Harrison has misinterpreted it, and he's picked it up. So we've got an indirect free kick just inside the box. It didn't. Nice work in there from young Patrick Cameron. The ball just didn't quite work for him, but he kept at it. and drew a bit of a panicked response from Ruben Harrison, who's incorrectly picked up a back pass and now given it Halswell United probably the best set play chance of the day. A few players discussing the best option here. The wall's big and strong. They've even got a player back on the post. You can hardly see him in the shadows. We touch and it's blasted into wall and out for a corner. Fully goal bound. And Bay survived that one, and they'll face another set play from Halswell. They just do not seem to have the size in their Halswell United tonight. Might have to look at some other solutions to take advantage of these set plays. And it's Leith who's going to come forward and take this throw. Go back to McTurk. But White's there to challenge Stonewall, but this could create all sorts of issues for the Ferrymead base defence, but no. I've given the offside there against Patrick Cameron. And out they come. Bar to Metherall. Metherall opens out. Has a look, see who's available. This is where things are broken down at times here for Bays as they playing the ball. It's good pressure in here from and a coming together of players. Nottage happy with it. And the ball's made it to Pearce. It's an advantage. And Akiwa. No, it's Pearce who's just. Yes, he's got it out to Akiwa now, who gets it onto his left side. And he's got the ball back, but unable to create any real chance. The searching ball inside was met by the Halswell defence. Partial clearance, it appeared back at the feet of Akawa. Tried a wee bit too much there. There's Murphy releasing the ball for Akiwa, and good first time ball in. Oh, and Hodge comes out, can't get in much of it at all. As Whiteside, who's come away with it, rode the foul well. He's put the ball up down this left-hand channel. Bar's there to protect it. It'll be Cameron who'll consider taking it quickly, but no other white shirts up there with him, so be Williamson. He'll clean the ball and get the ball forward into Cameron, who can't handle it. Well, but he's fortunately got the ball back forward to Whiteside, but the cover defence from Murray strong enough to shut that opportunity down straight away. So next week, I think we return to a Rita Fitzpatrick fixture where we've got Halswell versus Coastal Spirit. So a big challenge there for the Halswell ladies, the perennial favourites of this competition, the current holders, Coastal Spirit. And the next English Cup game will be in a couple of weeks on the 5th of July, where we'll see Christchurch United versus Selwyn. We see Halswell here with a huge corner to the back post. Nothing's come of it, and Pearce has got on the ball. Puts the ball up to White. White will consolidate this position. Murphy's got himself on the ball. Plenty of white shirts around him, and Williamson's able to cut his pass out as he looked forward to Tagemi. And Halswell have got the ball back into the feet of Whiteside. Looking forward, can't find anything. Bit of a loose pass. Tagemi sees the space here for White. White looked off, was off. Well read by Novikas there, I think. Yes. Yeah, Ryan Novikas there, holding a good high line, catching White out. And Cameron tries to get position. What I mean, unlucky there not to just get a bit of a lighter touch on it, as he was supported by Isaac Williams well. And Cameron stepping in there, getting the ball. But Murphy's ever present and really been the very experienced thorn in the side of Halswell tonight. Murray doing well there. And unfortunately for Palmer, he just caught the advancing Isaac Williams, giving Nottage no choice but to let the play restart from it. Another free kick for Halswell. They really have hit a large amount of these free kicks from range. But McTurk's ball isn't really challenging anybody, but nice play in here from... No, it doesn't feature. Nice ball in here to Pearce. Pearce gets forward, skips away from his opposing marker, works the ball out to Smith. Smith's left foot drives the ball in towards White. White, the flag's gone up and back down again. Interesting play there from the assistant referee. They might have had some communication out there between each other. White definitely got the flag raised as he received the ball, but that made its way back out, and Bay's got a shot on, and they've restarted the ball out here. Pearce works the ball out to Murphy. Murphy spins, chooses to go back to Barr. And as per usual, Metherell gets it onto his left foot, opens out. Sees nothing, goes back to Barr. Murphy again looks forward, balls into Pearce. To Murray. And they consolidate this position as they've done well all game. But the hunt's on here for Halswell. Searching ball forward, but just doesn't make it past the defender, but and into the advancing run. Nice work in there from Price. Oh, he can't believe that he hasn't been fouled there, but oh, a sliding ball in there. There was advantages in here for Ferrymead Bays. Smith's got the ball forward. His left foot's going to drive it in. Driven in towards White. And there's seems to be a card here for the keeper. Ball looked like to me that it might have gone out for a corner, but it's been given a goal kick and the goalkeeper's received a yellow card. Can only imagine that might have been for something verbal there from Kyle Hodge. But Price getting on the end of that bar clearing header and unable to put it into the path of the advancing Halswell player. And here's White being able to get the ball under and out wide. The touch is a bit heavy though. McTurk's there to challenge, as he has been all night. And it's on Akiwa. On the ball. No one's wanting to challenge him. He looks fleet of foot and able to dance out of any sort of challenges. And Barr looks forward. There's not a lot of movement in front of him, so just going to put it high and into space. Smith's made a run forward, but it's not going to make it that far. But he's fought well back in there to put a challenge on, and it's Pearce who's got himself on the ball. As he moves the ball forward. Palmer's just a bit of a loose touch, so he decides to go back to Murphy. Metherell going back to his central centre back. And Jamie Barr puts a long ball forward. Pearce has tried to find that space, but McTurk's up and clearing that one for Halswell. And Price gets on the ball, dances out of a couple. A ball forward, Cameron Tains possession. Palathorpe puts the ball out to wide side. The flag's gone up. The whistle's blowing. That must have been close. The assistant was right there, right in front of him. And Harrison will settle it down. Barr, Metherell, Smith. Forward into Pearce. Great little soft touch. They've gone the way of Michael White. Michael White drives in and gets the ball across. Pearce able to squeeze the ball towards the keeper, but with no real venom in it. Might have been copped a little defensive foot in the way. Ferrymead Bay's been looking to get around and beyond Halswell all evening, and they've had some fortune doing it, but the Halswell defence has been up to the challenge so far. They've had no they haven't flinched, and they've been where they needed to be all night. So Murphy, seeing nothing out that side, goes back to Palmer. Palmer looks forward, goes back to Murphy. Murphy moves out to Akawa, who's found himself some space out wide now that Pearce is on the field. Pearce recycles it back to Murphy. Murphy into the new player, who tries to scoop it through to Pearce. Tagami, just a wee bit too inventive, probably hasn't got the familiarity with the rest of his squad just yet to be able to pull off those fancy moves. Big throw. Murray's been able to get win that contest. Murphy restarts it into Metherell. Metherell able to pass through the lines. And here goes Tagami. Nice little step through. There's Palathorpe on his bum. And the ball's made it through to White. White tries to send the ball through to Palmer, who had made a overlapping run, but the defence closed in on that opportunity. Murray confidently just letting it out. Pearce just checking his shoulder every movement, sign of a good player there. Knows where he is, knows where others are. Oh, that wasn't a good touch at all there from Palmer. And he's instantly put under pressure by the Halswell defence. Smith's able to settle things down again though. And Tagami's gravitated towards the centre as he started out here on the right, but he's now perched himself in the middle. And it'll be Murphy who comes out here on the right. Murray's moved into a more advanced position. Gets himself on the ball, clips it into Pearce and makes an overlapping run. He's got himself on the other side of Williamson. Cover defence is strong from Price, but it's ended up back with Pearce. Pearce sees a gap. White's seen it too. He's skipped around one or two, and it's Tagami who tried to dance his way through, got a shot that just deflected back into Kosai Akawa, who is unable to get the ball on target, and another opportunity in the 83rd minute goes begging for the Ferrymead Bay side. Going to see a change here for Halswell. Looks like Connor Leith, his night's come to an end. It might be, not sure who's come on just yet, haven't cited the number. My guess would be it's number 18, Nassim Kassar. Young under-20s player. Yeah, I think it is. Oh, and here's Pearce, who's got himself in an offside position. And the good high line that defence is holding for Halswell United. And Hodge send it forward. Also going to need some sort of reward out of this game. It's a great ball in from Whiteside. The advancing run from Cameron isn't able to get enough purchase on that header, and it easily dealt with by Harrison. Palmer putting the ball into space. Read by absolutely no one in his team. It's McTurk who's able to go back and restart the ball through Hodge. Navkis comes out here and gets it on the right hand side. Williamson showing for ball forward from Cameron. It's a bit missed out with. And Pearce, can he get a wee nod through here? It's Akawa. Spins on the ball. And he's, what a save. White follows it up. Another parry. It's Akiwa. Is that 3 saves in there in quick succession from Kyle Hodge. Outstanding work. And there's another yellow card, followed up by another yellow card, and it's Williamson who must have disagreed with something in there and expressed his opinion, which wasn't necessary. Goodness me. Might have to read about that one in the papers tomorrow. Not really sure what was going on. He's still continuing on. Hopefully he's only talking to his own players and leaving referee knowledge to the game. But an outstanding effort from Kyle Hodge with 3 great saves to keep his side. And now, through the antics, all discipline in there, Hawes will find themselves down a player for the last 5 minutes of this game. Well, we might hear about what that was all about later, but my word, what a great effort there it was from the goalkeeper to deny 3 players. Well, it might have been Akiwa had a couple of shots. White had one as well. And here the corner will come in from Akiwa. It's right in the 6-yard box. Met well by Cameron, and Smith absolutely smashed one with the left foot. Well, that's one to remember there for, I think that was Callum Smith. Who fell to the left foot, and it's found its way inside the right upright, but well struck. Gave keeper Hodge no chance at all, and it's the 3rd game of tonight, 3rd goal of the night for Ferrymead Bays. And we're up against the 10-man Horsell here for these last few minutes. A valiant display by the New World Premiership side against the Southern League side of Ferrymead Bays. It probably just shows the bit of difference. But here comes McTurk. He's not giving up. He's trying to create something for his side here. He's drawing a free kick. The yellow comes out of the pocket once again. Looks like in the direction of Caleb Palmer. There's been lots of free kicks from outside this sort of range for Halswell United tonight. They're just going to start by keeping the ball in position, but Nottage was not ready for that to happen. And he's heard something again. He's going to go all the way over to someone on the sideline. And it's someone in a yellow bib. Can only imagine that might be the Halswell United manager, who's got himself inside the box there too. Oh, and the ball's moved goalward again by Cameron with no real venom. And Tagami in his debut fixture here in Christchurch. Ball's made through to Pearce, who's put under some close scrutiny. And Ferrymead Bays comes streaming forward here. Wee bit of a loose touch there. And Price has been able to work the ball back through to Palethorpe. Isaac Williams looking for the overlapping run. It's not there. Smith's able just to calm things down again as we enter the final minute of normal time. Murphy still looking forward. Pearce, ball squeezes out here to White. White takes untouched, now 2. Tries to commit the defender. Pearce, well dealt with by Price. He takes a great tackle, spins out of and keeps position. There's a great through from Navkas, but the touch isn't good enough, and Murray's able to pick that one up relatively easy. Harrison skied that one. Just took a wee bobble in front of him. Cameron. He's done well there. Young Patrick Cameron used to he's been playing at Halswell for most of his junior, all of his junior football, I believe. Used to play a bit of B team football back in the day, but he's definitely matured into a player that enjoys the game and can compete definitely at this level, which is great to see. It'll be Danny Palethorpe here to see if they can get something in the additional time here. Throw a few people forward here. Ball not going to beat that first man of Chris Murphy, who just puts the ball out. Navkas has drop kicked it back in to the far post. Touch inside. Here's a great opportunity. It is. Halswell have got a consolation here. And who was that? Search for a number. It might have been the new player who came on at right back. No. Number 18. Yes, it might have been Hasim Kazar. Well, good effort there from Halswell. Not giving up at all, just finally one of those long-range free kicks comes to something for them. Definitely been able to, and here goes Palethorpe as he tries, can he turn nothing into something here? No, Murphy's willing to meet the newfound enthusiasm for Halswell and shuts that one down completely. Well, we're in the added time here as Halswell trying to make their way through. Pearce is back there, just going to clear the ball out to Palethorpe. And Halswell have themselves a throw in. It can't be too much longer. There's been a bit of time, a few subs. Obviously the sending off, not too much injury break, so can't imagine we're going to be waiting here for long for the full-time whistle. And a defensive throw here for Ferrymead Bays. And that sees the time elapse on the Aaron Nottage watch. And we've got a 3-1 result here for Ferrymead Bays, who will go through to the English Cup semi-finals along with Nomads United. We've got 2 more fixtures to come up. We've got one on the 5th of July where Christchurch United will face Selwyn United, and then on the 19th of July we've got FC versus Kashmir Technical in the last of the quarterfinals. So thank you for joining us here today. I've been Craig Crawford bringing you this game. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you all next week at the Rita Fitzpatrick game between Halswell United and Coastal Spirit.